Elastic load balancers, or ELBs as they're more commonly referred to as, serve as a balancing tool, as the name suggests. What ELBs do is they take all the instances available to them and make it so that the load or traffic is evenly distributed among the instances. ELBs are also extremely useful when you lose an instance. The traffic just goes over to the other instances. And so, ELB also makes your system fault tolerant in that respect, and flexible and scalable, given the way it can easily scale with additions of EC2 instances.
Welcome to this lab session. We created two EC2 instances. So those were EC2 US East A and EC2 US East B. So these were the two servers running, and we had these two servers displaying the web page. This is server A and this one displaying this is server B. So we will be using these two same instances for our network load balancers as well. So let's move on to the load balancing tabs, and we will go to the load balancers option. So you can see that our previous application type load balancer is also up and running. We will go and create a load balancer, and over here you will find three options: the application load balancer, the network load balancer, and the gateway load balancer. So over here we will go to the network load balancer option and create a new one. Let's give it a name. So I will name it as NLB-demo. Scheme will be internet facing because we want these two servers to be accessed over the internet globally. So if you want something to work internally within the AWS architecture itself, so you can go for the internal option. Then is the IP address type. So we will go with the IPv4 type. VPC we will use the default one, and for the mappings we will use US East 1A and US East 1B, as both of the servers are in 1A and 1B regions. Then we have the listeners and routing. So you have different protocols over here, so you can use TCP UDP, TLS, UDP or TCP. So we will stick to the TCP, and then you need to give the target. As we haven't created the target, so we will go ahead and create a target group. So the target group is actually what you want to focus on or what you want to access with the help of this load balancer. So moving on to the target group, we will go and create a new target group. So your target type can be instances, IP addresses, a Lambda function, or an application load balancer itself. So this is a new feature which is added by AWS, in which you can, with the help of the network load balancer, you can make an application load balancer your target group. So if you go for the application load balancer, and if you want to give the same target group that we created for ALB previously, you can do that as well. But as it is not an advanced scope for this, so we will keep it nice and simple and move with the instances type. And then you need to give a target group name. So I will name it as NLB-target group. Now you need to define the protocol. So the protocol can be HTTP, HTTPS, TCP, TLS, UDP, TCP, UDP or JNAV. So we will move with the TCP option for now. VPC will be the default one. Then for the health checks, you need to select a protocol. So we will keep it TCP over here, or if you want you can select HTTP or HTTPS. Move on next. So now you can see the two servers that are up and running. So we will select these two instance IDs and include as pending below. So these two becomes our target group instances, and then we will create this target group. So now you can see that the target group is created. So we will go to the load balancer and just refresh it. So now you can see we have our NLB target group available over here. Alright, so now we have selected our target group. So, and also if you want to add some more listeners, you can add more listeners as well. For now we will keep only one listener, and that is this target group over here. So moving on, now this is the summary of your network load balancer that we are creating right now. So we are okay with everything, and let's go and create this load balancer. So it will take some time to be provisioned, and after a few minutes it will be up and ready to be used. So let's wait for it so that it is properly provisioned, and then we can use it with the help of the DNS name. Right now I will pause the video and I will continue again once when the network load balancer is completely provisioned. Alright, so now we can see that it is completely provisioned and in active mode. So we will go to the DNS name, we will copy this network load balancer DNS name, go to a new tab, and so now you can see that the server A is now accessible with the help of this network load balancer, and whenever I refresh this, it will always go to the server 1, which is server A in our case. And now what I will do is I will go to the EC2 console, and going to the EC2 dashboard, I will try to turn off one of my servers. So I will switch off the instance which is EC2 instance A, just stop it, and then it will automatically, so let's stop it. So now you can see it is in the stopping mode. So now what this load balancer will do is it will go to the server B. So now you can see that the load have automatically shifted to the second server, which is server B in our case. So with this, I hope you have got an understanding of how network load balancer works in AWS.